18 years ago, I had recently moved to Tennessee from California, the state I was raised in. I had a wife and 2 kids, a new album about to be released, and a bunch of money from the sale of my house in California, which was going to fuel this entire change. The world was my oyster. I don't think I've ever used that phrase before in my life. Once we found a new home and got settled, I began building my recording studio into the basement of our new house. That took a while, but my attitude was great. I had a nest egg of money, everyone was happy and healthy, and I thought God was changing my life. I thought God was changing my life. I had been raised in Christianity, steeped in it. I bought it all, hook, line, and sinker. Not that I think necessarily all of Christianity is a lie or something, although for a time I did. But the most notable difference in the way I think about it now compared to then is that everything relies on the external. God was outside of me, watching over me, taking care of me. Years later, the most difficult thing about losing that faith was losing Him. When I moved to Tennessee, I, like so many others who come here, thought my life in the music business was going to change. It was going to be wonderful and magical. It was going to be everything God had birthed in my heart when I was a teenager. It was my purpose to succeed in my music career. And that had been true for my entire adult life at that point. I want to take a moment and explain what success meant to me back then. It wasn't about celebrity or fame. It wasn't about the number of people interested or records sold. It was about one thing: making enough money as an artist to provide for my family with a middle-class lifestyle. That never happened. Yet, there were people all around me doing it. And dare I say, people who were not as good, with worse songs and bad-sounding records. But God was going to take care of me. This being who knew infinitely more than me and loved me was going to make it happen. He didn't. This isn't a rant about how much God sucks. It's an understanding of my misunderstanding all of those years ago. Discovering my spirituality after 10 years in the wilderness of living a life completely devoid of spirituality, I've come to understand that there is something and I think many of the American Christians I grew up with, missed. God is not external of me. God is in me. In fact, and here's the tricky part, where by default I've accidentally become an apostate of the faith, God is me. How did I miss this? Jesus said, "My Father and I are one." Just what does that mean? It means just what it says. One. The same. He is me.